Thank you for calling. My name is Lee. Can I have your name, please?
Hi, my name is Ravi.
Hi, Ravi. How are you doing today?
I'm fine. How are you?
Good to hear that. I'm doing good too. Thanks for asking. How can I help you today?
I'm calling to change my flight from Delhi.
I can definitely help you with that. For security purposes, can I please have the flight code together with your phone number?
STLO10. Phone number is 462-2200.
Thank you. To make sure that I got it correctly, let me spell it out for you phonetically, okay? Your flight code is S as in Sierra, T as in Tango, L as in Lima, O as in Oscar, 10, correct?
Correct, madam.
Okay, thank you so much. Please bear with me as I pull up your account. To verify, Ravi, you're calling about your trip going to Louisiana on the 6th of November, correct?
Yes, madam.
Wait, what? Can Filipinos speak English with American accent? Definitely yes. And if you want to know how, keep watching. Hi, my name is Teacher Jolly, as in Jolly. And if you're new to this channel, please consider subscribing and hit that bell for you to be notified every time I upload a new video for you. Today we will talk about how Filipinos can speak English with American accent. Now, can Filipinos really do that? The answer is definitely yes. Even though our native language is not English, and we were actually speaking different dialects at home prior to learning English at school, it is still possible for Filipinos and people from non-English speaking countries to speak English with American accents. Next question is, why American English? Why not British or Australian? It is because American English is our international language. But when we say America, there are also different styles how the English native speaker use their language. They use different styles like California or Texas or whatnot. But here, I am referring to the standard American English, the one that is being used by the reporters or the Hollywood actors. That's the standard American English. Next question is, how can Filipinos and people from non-English speaking countries speak English with American accent? Here are my 2 basic tips for you. First is we need a native speaker. And when we say a native speaker, I am referring to a person from the United States of America who is really a native speaker of the English language. All we have to do is to listen very carefully how a native speaker use his or her language, and we try to imitate how or she speaks. And it's where this strategy is very effective because it actually helped me a lot to improve my accent. Well, aside from TESDA, yes, I actually had a training with TESDA. It's called English Language and Culture. Listening and imitating a native speaker is really an amazing strategy to help you improve your English accent. Aside from the said training I have had with TESDA, I also had the chance to experience working as a call center agent, and it also helped me a lot to improve my English accent because I was able to talk to American people or a native speaker of the English language for like 2 years. But if you cannot attend a training in TESDA or you cannot speak to a native speaker, you do not have an American friend or someone who lives in America, it's totally fine. You can still use this strategy by means of watching English movies. So it could be depending on the kind of genre you want to watch. It could be horror, comedy, or love story. Now, you can do that by listening and observing how the native speakers speak their language. And then after that, you try to copy word per word how they speak or use their language, how they pronounce every word, how they enunciate. In the middle of the movie, you can make a short pause and repeat the lines of the actors, or you can just write it down and practice after watching. As simple as that. Now we call this strategy shadowing, because you're imitating the native speaker of the English language for every word, phrase, or sentence that he or she is saying. Are you ready to do the shadowing practice? Let's do this. Alright, let's do this. Here's what we're gonna do. I will be playing a clip and then I will give you some time to listen, and then right after that, you repeat it with me, okay? Here we go.
The first word that you learned is the one you heard the most. The first word that you learned is the one you heard the most.
Did you hear that? Now listen very carefully how a native speaker read a sentence, and after that, we will read it together, okay?
The first word that you learned is the one you heard the most. The first word that you learned is the one you heard the most.
Here we go. First word that you learned is the one you heard the most. The first word that you learned is the one you heard the most. Now I want you to do it yourself. I will play the clip one more time and I will do a short pause for you to do it yourself. Are you ready? Let's do this.
The first word that you learned is the one you heard the most. The first word that you learned is the one you heard the most.
Great job! Next tip is, with this super amazing tool called the IPA, or the International Phonetic Alphabet. Now what is this IPA? According to Merriam-Webster Dictionary, IPA is a system of symbol that represents all of the sounds made in speech. It refers to alphabet designed to represent each human speech sound with a unique symbol. And according to Rachel's English, International Phonetic Alphabet was created by the International Phonetic Association as a standardized way to write the sounds of a spoken language. If you observe in the dictionary, or if you have installed your Merriam-Webster dictionary in your Android phone, you will see these transcriptions. Let's take a look at the meaning of the word transcription itself. It looks like this. And this transcription tells you how to read the word correctly. Now, I'm not really good at it because, as I mentioned earlier, I only improved my English accent by means of shadowing strategy. But the question is, why do we need the IPA? Because English is not a phonetic language. That means that there is no one-to-one relationship between the letters and the sounds. Let's take a look at the IPA transcription of my name. There we can see that jolly is an adjective, which means full of happiness and joy, happy and cheerful, very pleasant or enjoyable. Now take a look closely and you will see these symbols. These symbols tell us how the word should be pronounced. But if you see the transcription and still you don't know how to read it, don't worry, we have the same struggle. So what I'm actually doing is, if you're connected to the internet, all you have to do is to open your Merriam-Webster dictionary on your Android phone, and then you search for the word, and beside that word you will see an icon. Right beside the word, it looks like a speaker, and when you see that, just go ahead and click that one, and a native speaker will guide you on how to pronounce that word correctly. Let's do this with my name. So let's search for my name, Jolly. Now, let's go ahead and press that button.
Jolly. Jolly.
Did you hear that? It's Jolly. Well, honestly, sometimes I feel annoyed when people mispronounce my name because my name is actually an English word, it's an adjective, and it's very common, and like, come on, how can you not pronounce it correctly? Okay, so it's just like Jolly and Jollibee, not Julie, like Julie's Bake Shop. Remember that, okay? I'm Jolly, like Jollibee, and not Julie, because I am not a bake shop, okay? It's not Julie like Julie's Bake Shop. Anyway, that's it for today, and for my next video, I will be answering this question.
Tanong lang ako, sir, kasi yung turo sa amin nung elementary kami, yung I daw matigas. Kaya nang nag-high school ako hanggang college, yung alam ko is ang sir, naging sir. So bakit hindi yan itinuturo sa amin ng aming teacher before? Bakit sir ang alam ko? Ngayon ko lang nalaman nung nag-learn na talaga ako ng sounds. Bakit? Bakit sir, hindi sir?
There, if you can help me answer the question, please comment down below, and I'll see you in my next video. Once again, this is Teacher Jolly, as in Jolly. Thank you for calling. Goodbye.